trying and trying to get on networks. If they can get on networks, what stops Lucha Underground from finding a network in Ring of Honor and or any other indie company?
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head, which was it's all about money. And until then, until another company comes up, we're not going to see anybody rival WWE and the shitty pay per view that we saw tonight. And if you want to give it a rating, I don't even think I could even give it a 4 out of 5. Let's say if we had to do a 10 count from 1 to 10, I'll give it a 4. Joe, on a scale from 1 to 10, what would you honestly give it?
Oh, geez, Rick, I'm giving it a 2.5 because of the three matches I mentioned.
Yeah. Um, Lance, over to you.
Well, since half the matches were good, I give it a 5. What the hell?
Andy, over to you. I know you got a bit of a rant about it.
I'll give it a 3 at best.
And just again, all we talked about all these matches just being very very predictable, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, even Miss Jack Shit, who's only been watching wrestling for a year, picked all of her own matches, the same matches, and I get the only it was like the after effects of the main event was a lot more better because you saw Roman Reigns just lose it and just attacking Triple H. But all that really, the only thing that really set up for that was just setting up another match for them for Triple H and Roman Reigns. So Roman Reigns is not going for the title at Royal Rumble, so you got to wonder if he's going for it at Fastlane or maybe even at winning at WrestleMania. Joe, what's your thoughts?
I think Roman Reigns, they're going to keep him stringing along until WrestleMania. And I think that after, if he doesn't win at WrestleMania, his career is dead. But I say it's going to come down to a different champion by that time. I think what they're going to try to do is squeeze in Brock Lesnar somewhere in there, because that's the only person that's missing who is coming back, and I think that's what's going to be down the road. Brock Lesnar's going to come back, and they're probably going to do a setup of a rematch between the two. Or and let's not forget, eventually Seth Rollins is going to come back, so that's another person that's going to be in the title hunt. Right now, it's still up in the air, but Roman Reigns right away as champion, never. You're not going to see that.
Okay. Andy, I know you are no Kevin Owens fan at all. You've talked throughout the whole night about your disdain for Kevin Owens, but you have to admit that Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens match was decent for what it was. It was
Oh,
probably one of the better matches of the night.
It was probably the most decent match on the card, but it was still nothing dynamic. It's still not a match that you're going to think, wow, I'll get my DVR out and watch that again.
I don't think any wrestling matches are at that level anymore. It's not the Macho Man Ricky Steamboat at WrestleMania 3, which is classic. I don't think it's going to go down in history, but for the pay per view itself, it was the best match of the night, right up with the kickoff match, which is crazy. And that was Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks, and of course Banks won the match with it's called the Banks statement, but me, I call it the camel toe.
You know what? And it's a shame that that match was put on as part of the kickoff show, and they had to put commercials in it. I would have put the Ryback Rusev match in there.
Yeah, one of the worst matches of the night. It was just absolutely fucking crazy. And the real swagger match, nothing predictable there. I expected Zeb Coulter to come down because they even pushed it, Lancet, but Coulter never came down.
Well, his power scooter chair might have had a dead battery or something. I don't know.
Yeah, possibly. So, just overall, guys, another predictable pay per view in the fucking bag. And you fans, I know that you're probably not liking what we have to say about it because there's, as Andy said, a lot of marks, and it is what it is. So, if you don't like what it says, you don't like what we got to say, don't listen. It's that simple. Because we just pretty much speak our mind and we don't give a fuck. So, with that, guys, I think we're just going to wrap up this edition of the TLC Rants and Reviews. So make sure you put your comments in the comment section below. If you really do like what we had to say and you agree with us, there's a subscribe button in the upper right hand corner. And any negative comments, feel free to put them down. You know, don't you can hit that like thumbs down button, but if you really have something to say it in the comment section. I'd like to introduce thanks for the hardcore crew for coming along. First, he's the son of a bitch, Andy. Andy, what do you got going on?
Yeah, I've got nothing going on now till the 16th of January, but you can catch all the other stuff and there'll be other videos popping up between now and then at www.stokehaunted.com.
And we have the classic wrestling manager, Joseph Knight. Joe, what's going on with you? Where can people find you?
Well, fans can find me at my Twitter page at JKnightCWA, or they can follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/Joseph Knight Manager. Right now, I'm just like Andy, just taking a break until after the holidays.
All right. And Lance, you're over at youtube.com/LanceMossTV, if I can speak tonight. What do you got going on over there? Where can people find you?
I got album reviews, NASCAR discussion videos, redneck gourmet cooking videos, musical equipment reviews, some rants. And every Wednesday, I go live with Lance Moss TV and friends at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, 5 Pacific. Never know who's going to show up. Come by, subscribe, and hit me up on Twitter. It's at Lance Moss TV.
And guys, if you want to hang out with us, we have a chat room in the group section under HWR chat room. And always, you can look us up under HWR show. So, for the hardcore crew, I am your hardcore host, Brickhead, saying, when is wrestling going to not be boring anymore?
Oh, we're drunk.